Hey everybody, remember this channel has been shadow banned by YouTube for quite some time. So if you want to keep up with my hijinks or you just don't want to miss out on a chance to call me a slur when I say something stupid, make sure you subscribe to my channel and go over to my channel page and turn on notifications. There is a link in the upper corner of this video where you can do just that. I am a grown-ass man. Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of the America, Guns, and Freedom podcast with your host, me, the Yankee Marshal. As always, this is just an open chat. You ask the questions, I try to answer them. Doesn't have to be gun related. Ask what you want. If you ask a technical question and I don't know the answer, pay attention to the live chat because there's people in there who know a lot more about specific things than I do, and they might have your answer for you. And don't just pay attention, participate. Build a sense of community over there. Maybe make some friends. Watch out for Welper. But other than that, make some friends. And I have it on good authority that Peter D has Lyme disease and that Scorch has worms. But other than that, you should be safe. With that being said, I'm going to get on here with the chat. And tonight, the first thing I'm going to do is read the names of people that have purchased merchandise. Now, usually I just do that over the last night. But for some reason, for like 4 nights, I haven't read who made orders. So I'm going to have to do it. It's one thing or another stopped me from doing it. So let's read it right now. Derek Moritz. He got him some magnets. So thanks to Derek Moritz for supporting TYMP Triple P, buying some magnets. Buck Grooms bought Guns Don't Kill People, the Government Does t-shirt. Donald Google. Bought himself the funny kitty bang bang t-shirt, the kitty bang bang t-shirt. So thanks to Donald Google. And then today we got Herbert Genely. And he got the El Kabang shirt, the one I'm wearing right here. I think he might have saw it in my video earlier and ordered it because it looks so sexy on me. Especially if it's cool out and you can see my nipples. The sells the shirts, pushes the product. Luckily, my bosoms is still fairly perky for a man my age. Almost said for a woman my age. I'm pretty sure I'm not a woman. I haven't checked in a while, but still pretty sure. I do have a tendency to bitch about stuff a lot. I seem like I might be on the rag every now and then. Maybe I am a woman. Or maybe I'm just a woman with an exceptionally large penis. Possibility, you don't know. But as I was saying, let's get over here to the questions now, since I've thanked everybody there. Oh, and by the way, if you want to help support the channel, go over to tympistolproject.com. Over there, you can get entered into the knife drawing where we're giving away nice cold steel knives every night to people who've joined Patreon. You get to choose which one you want from the picture over on the website over there. So go on over. Join Patreon, support Pets and Vets, and get an entry in the knife. You can also join Subscribestar over there, get some cool patches. We got patches like this for the Patreon. The Mouse Guns patch is out now, and I've sent it to everybody who is getting one. And we've also got other patches over on Subscribestar, like the Corporal patch here. Let me grab one. Like that one right there that I'm trying to send to people if they'd let me know their name and address. Crap. Subscribestar is not good. It doesn't keep that stuff very well, and you can't just download it. So go over support the channel however you see fit, or buy some merch. There's a link on there to go buy merch, like the El Kabang, because bullets is cheaper than guitars, which is true. That's why he's not El Kabong. He's El Kabang. And yes, I know I'm old, so shut up. You reminded me I'm old. My knees remind me every day that I'm old. Every day I get up thinking, I'm a chipper and going to have a good day. And my knees and my lower back say, well, let's talk about that first. That's every day. I'm not proud of it. But and like I said, if my balls drop any lower, I'm going to tuck them in my sock. So other than that, those are reminders you're old. All right, let's get over here to PayPal, see if there's any questions coming in over here. Oops, I'm on the wrong page. There we go. Now we'll be able to see if there's any questions. What is today, the 27th? So I got to go down to the 27th. Officer Tater Hater paid his $2 tithe to Phil. And he said, I sent you emails. There was one guy who was a complete idiot. I saw the email. I think I know the one you're talking about, but I haven't watched it yet because I didn't see him until I came in here and got this started. Because I've been outside working on the car and shooting all day. Although I never shoot. So obviously I could have used that time to do your video, watch your videos, but I was pretending to shoot. So does he honestly think the courts are going to help their police officers hold their police officers accountable? No, they're not. They need both. But no, the courts don't hold police officers accountable because they need those police officers. A district attorney is never going to prosecute a police officer because then the next day when he's trying to prosecute another criminal, a different type of criminal, and he needs the police to cooperate and give their testimony, they're going to be like, we're talking about you attacked one of ours yesterday, so we're not on your side anymore. They'll do that in a minute, and prosecutors know it. So they're not holding nobody accountable. That's pipe dream, which I'm not really I don't really understand what that phrase means, but that's it. You got high and you had a weird dream. Did I get it right? Mikey D chimed in, and he said, chance at another knife, Marvin. Drawing tonight. No, it's going to be tomorrow. I got busy working on the car and filming a shooting video and stuff, so it's going to be tomorrow. It's going to be tomorrow. Didn't I answer that already? Yeah, I answered that. I got all those over there. Let's see here. That was Mikey D. Let me go. Someone asked why I don't share these when I'm reading them. Well, because if I did, I'd be doxing the person because it's from PayPal. That's why we can't do that on the first chat. Jeffrey Vaughn did his $2 tithe to Phil and said, what are your impressions on this minimal data? 135 grains at 1425 feet per second. Well, I mean, that's pretty fast. Faster than I can run, I tell you that. So I'm not going to outrun it. But I'm not sure what I'm being asked right there. I'm a little confused. Now we got Jeffrey Vaughn again, paid a $2 tithe to Phil. 270 REN soft cast out of a 10-inch barrel. Once again, I'm not really sure what you're asking me. What I'm supposed to be weighing in, what aspect that I'm supposed to be weighing in on. Now we got Dale Rickety chiming in. He says, I got nothing still. He could have thrown in an all hell Phil on there, try to give me some brownie points, but he didn't. Jay Bidenbach chimed in here and said, Hail Phil, I heard the Michigan stabber was held for the cops by a guy with a gun. Has anyone else reported this? I saw that, but I haven't delved into it. But I was like, at least there was one there that got involved. Although he's a black guy, so I was surprised the cops didn't shoot him when they showed up. But so I think that is true. I can't say definitely it's true, but I do think what you just said is true. It's true. It's true. Let's see here. We got one last super chat coming in here. There's not a lot of chats over here tonight. We may not have to go long. I thought we might go long because I got started late, but we might not have to. Might be too much to ask. Can we get a video with a watermelon on how to pick out a good one? Oh, it's such a crapshoot. But there are some things you can look for, and I'll tell you some of the things I know right now. I'll tell you one of the things that I can think of, or a couple of things I can think of. First off, you want to make sure it's got good dark green stripes, that they're dark green, not light green or shiny, bright green. They're dark green. You also want to make sure those stripes are closer together. If they're far apart, that watermelon was aged too quickly, artificially, nitrogen bathed, all that stuff, grew too fast. It's not going to have any flavor. You also want to roll it over and look at the belly. The belly should be yellow. If it's white, Same thing. It's been artificially ripened. It's been in a nitrogen bath in a truck for a while, like when it came up from Mexico or something. Likely not going to have any flavor. Also, when it comes to seedless watermelons, this is not so much case with watermelons, but it's the case with most seedless varieties. You want them to be a little more round, maybe a little oblong, but mostly round. If the length is twice the height or the thickness, probably not going to be great. Probably going to be fairly flavorless. Now, I know a lot of people say, well, make sure it's heavy. Yes, make sure it's heavy. If it feels light for its size, well, you definitely don't want that. It's probably dried out. But make sure it's heavy. Make sure it doesn't have a lot of give on the skin, because if it does, it's probably overripe. You just have a little bit of give at the ends, but not a lot, or it's overripe. Should be rounder. Stripes should be closer together. They should be darker green. The bottom should be yellow, not white. And preferably there should be some little brown spots on it, maybe some dirt still left on it. That helps you know that it was ripened in the dirt. So those are the things I can think of. If anybody can think of something I didn't think of, I mean, knocking on it, feeling like it's hollow, that can be misleading. But if anybody can think of something I didn't think of, let me know. Like I said, don't have to be questions for about guns in here. I'll answer anything. How do I get back where I was? There we go. We got another person weighing in here on comments. Two more people, actually. We got Clinton Barella. He can stand under my Barella. And he would probably let us stand under his too, I would think. He doesn't sound like a stingy Barella person. Recommendations for a portable safe to use on vacation. The one I bought was absolute trash. Oh. Gun Vault makes good ones. There's one I can't remember the name of them, but they have the little push button top locks. They make excellent ones. And I can't remember. I don't know if it's Gun Vault. I think it's someone else. But Gun Vault ones are pretty good. That, you're going to see a lot of cheap ones. If you see one that's like $50 or less, it's probably not any good. I mean, it will still work, but you're going to have a way to secure them. If you're going to use the cable, you got to have something in the house that don't move. You can't like do it to a table leg. You could do it to a bed frame or something. That would work if you had a big bed frame that was metal and had, something like that where it couldn't just be taken off the bed frame. So anything with a cable will probably do the job, even if it's not that great in a safe. Because, I mean, most people that steal from you are going to be thieves of opportunity. They're not going to go to the trouble taking tools and cutting things and breaking things and taking a chance of getting caught. It was easy to get to. Best thing you can do is just make it not seen. Like hook it to the headboard. Like if you got a metal headboard and it's got an enclosed area where you can put it on there and you can't get it off, attach it there and stuff it under the bed on the backside to where people ain't going to see it. Or even maybe between the wall and the bed to where it doesn't even hang down to where you see it under the bed, where it's secured, but it's out of sight. That's probably the best thing you could do. Out of sight's the best thing you can do, because there aren't very many portable safes that are sledgehammer proof if someone knows they're there. And you're not going to be able to be attaching them to wall studs or furniture or anything, because you can't be drilling in the wall studs and stuff while you're there. So even a cheaper one that has a cable can be attached to something and then can be put where you can't see it. I think you'll be better off. I think you'll be well off. You'll be okay. Most of the hotels I stay at have a safe in them. I just use that one. I don't know if I've been in a hotel that didn't have a safe in a very long time. Usually just like cheap little motels. Even a lot of times, even little cheap motels have a safe in them. I remember back when we went down to the Ocean Reef Hotel in Myrtle Beach, even in that hotel room, and that's not an expensive hotel, or we wouldn't be there, had a little safe in it that Mom locked up all the wallets and stuff, her wallet and her money and all this stuff before we would go to the beach. So car keys and stuff. Where was I at? Oh, that was Clinton Barella. I was answering his question. Now let me move on here. We also got John Clark weighing in, and John Clark said, Show me how to use Mother's Mag on guns and couldn't be more. Oh, you showed me how to use Mother's Mags on guns and I couldn't be more thankful. Even though you are a twat sometimes, I enjoy your videos more than anyone. Sometimes. I'm a twat most of the times. P.S. You don't shoot. You're right. I don't shoot at all. I've never shot a gun. I don't know. What do you do? How do you use them? They're so complicated. They confuse me. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to pay someone several $100s to take a course so I'll know how to use them. I mean, people told me back in the day how to use them, but that was a long time ago. They haven't figured out how to use guns yet. You know, they'd only been around for a long time. It took until recently until they figured out how to do it. So you got to pay those people to tell you how to do it, or else you're screwed. You're screwed. I'm telling you. But let's get back to that. There's the flippant attitude that a lot of people hate. I consider it to be funny, for lack of a better word, but some people just think it's stupid, which I'll take that. I'll take stupid. I'm not proud. At least I got a reaction. All right, that's it for the super chats. Let's go see here if we got any emails coming in. I think I saw 2. Oh, someone said something about an Anchorage shooting. I don't have time to watch the video while we're doing this, so feel free to enlighten me on what you're talking about. Just put it in the live chat. Someone will let me know what you're saying or draw my attention to it. Make sure you put at the Yankee Marshal in front of it. Let's do emails real quick while we're thinking about it. Then I'll do the drawings for the guns. Or not the guns, the knives. Not giving away no guns. Knives. Don't cancel me, YouTube. Casey C. Wright says, cat rescue. Oh, look at that baby. It looks like Sherman when we got him. It's a baby. Oh, poor little dirty baby. File. Oops, I'm hitting the wrong button. Share screen, Winder. This one is from Dale Rickety. My kids gave. Shit! God damn it! Where did it go? There it is, right here. Now I got to share it again. Hold on. And pardon the screaming the word shit. I try to make this a family show. Lord knows. But Dale Rickety says, my kid gave it to me. LOL. It looks like the same thing I got right here pretty much. Yeah. Kershaw. You got a different blade than mine. You got more of a traditional blade. Mine's got more of a Tanto style blade. But that's what I use. No one put badass on mine. I do have one they engraved for me, but it's not badass. It's just Happy Father's Day, Dad, something like that. But there's that one from Dale Rickety. Let me see if there are any other emails. I don't see any other emails. I think I got them all. It was only 2. Then there was Frank Rodriguez that said, have you heard about this? Rodriguez, have you seen or heard about this new movie? And I guess it's called Alma and the Wolf. I have not seen a preview for that one, I don't think. So, no, I do not think I've seen that. Unless I just don't remember what it's called, which is a possibility. I might have seen it and just don't remember it. Kevin Payton paid his $2 tithe to Phil. Remember, if you're in here tonight and you ain't paid your tithe to Phil, don't get Lyme disease. Don't get a cracked windshield. Don't get brutally squished by a giant tentacle. And don't get your trailer blown away with your baby in it. Pay your $2 tithe to Phil. He uses it to support Pets and Vets program. And if everybody in here paid it, we'd have probably, if everybody here paid their $2 tithe, we'd have the most, if half the people in here paid their $2 tithe, we had the most successful day we've had on YouTube in years. Just watch the Anchorage shooting after the chat and you can talk about it tomorrow. You give me homework. I hate when people give me homework. Welper gave me homework. You saw that turned out. I'm not good on the homework. Oops, I missed a couple super chats here. Jacob Beneath says, what is the best true to history new 1911? True to history? What history? You mean like which one's the most primitive, the most like the originals? Well, there's a lot of those. Standard Manufacturing makes some that are like GI models. Colt makes a GI model. I think even not Kimber, Springfield Armory used to make a GI model. If anybody makes a GI model, that's going to be the closest to what you would think of as a traditional 1911. So I'd go for one of those. Look up a few in the list in the regular chat. What? Look up a few in the list in the regular chat. Are you trying to tell me to give me homework too? I don't know what's what you people thinking. You just get to tell me what to do. And thinking that's going to work. You know, if you tell me to do something, I'm just going to do the opposite. I'm obstinate. I am obstinate. That's a very big word for me, but I am it. Mikey D chimed in and said, Texas Gun Vault 2 is talking in chat about Wyoming. I think I kind of glanced at it as it went by, and he said the guy would love to come in the chat, which is, I would love him to come in too. So all they got to do is get with me and let me know. Get with me and let me know. I would love to do it. And he's not going to be attacked or anything like that. Some people will think you're going to attack him. No, I just want to know. I want to know, hey, was that the actual footage or did you do a dramatic reenactment? Has the gun been modified? Did you check? You know, all that stuff. So let me know. Someone else just sent me another video on the bar shooting, the Los Anchorage. What? But I can't watch a video right now. I'm kind of doing something. I'm broadcasting live to my tens and tens of fans, or not fans, followers, viewers. You know, I don't like the word fan because fan's short for fanatic, and fanatics don't hold people to what they say. They don't hold their feet to the fire. They don't hold them accountable. They don't, verify when they are a fan of somebody. Don't be a fan of me. Always verify what I say. Would it be best if he emailed you? Yes, it'd be best if he emailed me at Shooting Left to Center. And in the subject line, just put Wyoming Gun Project. And I'll find it. But yeah, anytime he wants to come in, I do these every night at 6. Anytime, just let me know. We probably do it at 6:30 or 6:20, after I do the first segment. So just let him know whenever night's good for him, I can do it too. If I got something else planned, like the No Fud Zone, we'll just cancel that. Nobody likes that anyway. And it'd be interesting if he was able to show to me that the gun was unmodified and that it happens every time you do that. Because then we'd have to be like, aha, now I have to say the gun. And I'd get a lot of views on that video, pretty sure. So not that it would matter, but it'd make me feel good. Per Gustafsson said, good evening. That's all he said was good evening. He paid his tithe to Phil and he said, good evening. So not going to be a lot of entries for did we even get any entries tonight for the bird? Because it's mostly $2. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 people that got entries tonight. All righty. Let's get rolling here. Oh, let's do the drawing before I move over to the live chat questions. Let's do the drawing for the 2 new patron members from yesterday and today. And I really don't got to do a lot of work on this, although we got someone who joined today. So that's good. I don't got to do a lot of work here because there's only one person who joined today and yesterday. So, or before 3 today and before 3 yesterday. You know what I'm trying to say. Sort of. And those people were hold on, I got to get to the list. Okay, here we go. Okay, the winner for yesterday is Just a Speck of Dust. Just a Speck of Dust. Let me know what gun you want. And they're pictured on my website. So let me know. 27 July 25. Oh, nope. I said 20. Nope. I did it again. 26 question mark. Just a speck of dust. Oop, I spelled just a spooge of dust. That ain't right. All right, so just a speck of dust is the winner for yesterday. Oh, let me make sure I date that for yesterday. I dated it for today. All right, now let's do the one for today. Question mark. And the winner for today is Oliver Stevenson. Oliver Stevenson. Oliver Stevenson. So both of you send me emails and in the subject line put knife winner. Let me know which knife you want from that picture. You can circle it if you want. And if any of them aren't available, I'll let you know. But circle the pic on the picture and send it to me. And I will get those out as soon as possible. I'm actually ahead of it on this stuff. I've got all the ones people have won up to this point already tagged and sitting in there with labels on them, ready to go. So next time I go to town, I'll just take all of them down. So those are the winners for today from the Patreon entry contest. And we will do a drawing at the end for the bird, which is like their version of a Spyderco. I mean, I would think this is a Spyderco if I didn't know it wasn't a Spyderco. But that's the cold steel version of their Spydercos, the more common Spydercos. Got a nice serrated blade. It's sharp as fuck. Cut myself with it the other night when I was showing it to people. So you said gun, not knife. I meant knife. Knife drawing. Did I say gun? Well, no, YouTube. We're not doing guns. We're doing knives. You know, it's okay to kill someone with a knife. You know, y'all don't have an agenda for that. You're not worried about knives. You just want us disarmed from guns. We got another super chat coming in here real quick. Let's see, who was this one? It was Ryan McFarland. Ryan McFarland chimed in and said, did I win the stock? What are the top 5 rifle companies? Ooh, I would never know what the top 5 rifle companies are because I'm sure there's some, you know, nice ones out there that are just high end and way above me. But if I could say which ones I like best, I like FNs. Big fan of FNs. I like the CZs, their rifles and PCCs they make. Ruger, of course. Ruger makes some good guns. Colt, their ARs. SIG makes some really nice. I got a couple SIGs up here that I really like. But yeah, CZ is good. HK, you know, all those. I wouldn't even know which one I would think was the best one. You know, I just not that enlightened of a long gun user. Especially, I'm not knowledge of all the special ones. You know, like they're gonna be like, oh, the Aero Precision or whatever. I don't even know if that's a real name, but it sounds like something that would be that I think might be. So yes, if someone contradicted me, they would probably be right, and I would probably be wrong. And no, I haven't done the stock drawing yet. We're doing that tomorrow because I got busy today. So haven't done that yet. Now let's get over here to the live chat. See if I got any questions coming in. How far up can I go? Do you think a 357 mag Henry carbine would be a good home defense gun? Don't like long guns for home defense. I think they put you at too much of a disadvantage if you end up in a scuffle. So not a big fan of long guns for home defense. Not inside the home, maybe outside, but not inside. And outside, I think it's different circumstances. Like if you're going outside, just get a shotgun. But not a big fan. It'd be a great gun, but whether it's great for home defense, I don't know about that. Would it be best if he emailed you? Yes, it would be best. Casey Two Gun said, I sent an email. I think I got that one. Didn't we? Didn't you send yeah, you sent the cat rescue. I showed it. I showed your cat rescue picture. Did you read anywhere about the P320 firing control group part surface areas showing signs of cracking or failing under high stress shooting? I haven't seen that yet. It doesn't mean it can't happen, but I haven't seen it. Someone the other day, someone in my video I made today made the statement of the reason your gun's not going off is because the parts aren't worn. And I'm like, well, don't shoot guns with worn parts. Replace the parts. That's like saying the reason your car's still running is because your engine hasn't blown. Well, yeah, because if it blew, I'd fix it. It is unmodified, and he can tell you the complete story of it. Well, I will be anxious to hear it. You said good, not knife. I saw that. Which WCW wrestler was your roommate back in the day? Oh, he was a jobber. And he was part of a tag team that was called the Titans of Terror. It was him and one other guy. He did that as a masked character. And also he was just a jobber, and he used his actual name, I do believe, for that. One of the most famous matches he's in a match with Ron Simmons. He's in a squash match on TV with Ron Simmons, and Ron Simmons sits right on his face. So if you see a big, doofy, redheaded looking guy, 6'7", 300 something pounds, and Ron Simmons sits on his face, that's probably him. He was also a drag queen. So imagine that in drag. They billed him as the largest drag queen in captivity. And he was a campy drag. He wasn't like, oh, look, he's trying to be a beautiful woman. No, he was a campy, it's comedy, you know. Kind of more like along the lines of Dame Edna, stuff like that. Well, Matt Wild just sent me an email says Wyoming Gun Project in the subject line, but it doesn't say anything in the body at all. Maybe he sent it under one more. Maybe he sent that so that guy would see and then respond to that. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense now. How far on are we done? Did I go long enough for this to be a half hour yet? Because I know we started very late. I think I have. So I think we can end it. Let me go over here and check real quick, make sure we're still caught up on the super chats and stuff. It looks like we are still caught up. Boom. So we should be okay. So I want to say thanks to everybody for coming. I appreciate it. I know things were a little off kilter tonight, and a little do this, do that, a little out of the way. But most people won't notice that once we've edited this and put it up on my channel tomorrow. But thanks everybody for coming. I appreciate it. Even those of you that tried and failed and just breathed a little heavy, that's fine too. The fact that you found me attractive enough to try is enough for me. But I'll take the compliment. But as I was saying, thanks for coming. I appreciate it. Anything y'all do for the channel, I appreciate. Remember, thumb it up. How many people thumbed up this video yet? There was 135, 150 people in here. Thumb up the video. Oh, we haven't done the drawing. We got to do the drawing. Lucky someone said that. So the drawing for the Spyderco style cold steel here. Let me get over to the list and add it up, and then I'll generate a random number. Boom. All right. How many entries we got? 1, 2, 3, 4. And then there's, that's 7. So that's 11 total. 12 total. 13 total. No, wait, there's 14 total. Okay. 14 total. Let's generate a random number. The number is 9. And that will be Clinton Barella. Of course, he had 7 of the 14 entries, just so everybody knows. He cheated, kind of. He had a 50% chance of winning. So, cheater. But thanks, everybody, for coming. I appreciate it. I hope to see everybody tomorrow. Remember, if you want to be entered into the drawing for the choosing whatever knife you want, make sure you go over and become a patron. Support Pets and Vets program. Otherwise, I'll see everybody tomorrow. Thanks for everything you do for the channel. I appreciate it. I will see you again later. Until then, remember, always carry and stay safe. Till I see you again. Hey everybody, Yankee here. I just want to remind everyone that this channel is 100% viewer funded. We don't take kickbacks, we don't do discount codes, we don't take money from advertisers, and we definitely don't take money from big gun groups that want to tell us how to feel about things. So if you want to be part of the good things we do on this channel, please go over to tympistolproject.com, my website. There's a link in the upper corner, and either buy some custom merchandise or sign up for Subscribestar or Patreon. You can even get some pretty cool patches over there. So please go over if you can and help support the channel.